A recent study shows autism spectrum disorder numbers are on the rise. On today's To Your Health, Catherine Hansen has more on what may be behind the spike.
And now, To Your Health, brought to you by Evergreen Pharmacy and Heart Drugs.
He's got lots of repetitiveness about him. He's really stuck on routine. He can't stand it when something's out of the ordinary.
These are just a few of the symptoms Jolene Paquette's son Jaden seen here at his birthday party displays. The 12-year-old was diagnosed with autism last year.
It took from the time he was 5 until he was just about 10 and a half is when they finally put us into assessments. And so it took about 5 years. 5 years of constant, reporting to the pediatricians and having the school help me and sending their reports monthly.
A recent study out of the U.S. points to a 30% increase in the diagnosis of autism spectrum disorder in the past 2 years. Though there are no concrete numbers for Canada, they are thought to be along the same lines. The findings of the spring report aren't surprising to Corey Walker.
I don't necessarily know if there's more people with autism. I think it's just that we're getting better at diagnosing people. Although the diagnostic criteria hadn't changed from that report compared to the last report, but I think they're getting more aware, and people maybe before where they were reluctant to give that diagnosis or any diagnosis, now they're actually applying the diagnosis.
Walker, who has Asperger's, a higher functioning form of autism, expects his job with the Autism Society to become busier in the years to come, as he helps offer support for those dealing with a diagnosis, either through support groups or advice on how to access funding.
It seems that as more people are aware of autism and more people are aware that someone in their family has autism, then it's like anything else. Once you realize there's a personal connection, you take a lot more interest.
Because there are no blood or neurological tests for autism, doctors base their diagnosis on a child's behavior. 4 of the main criteria are trouble communicating, problems with social interaction, repetitive behavior, and unusual or severely limited interests. Scientists don't know why, but typically boys are more affected than girls and have pointed to a mix of genetic and possibly environmental factors as a cause. To Your Health, Catherine Hansen, CKPG News.